I'm gonna record this real quick just in case. Um, I picked up some howitzer rounds and I started questioning if they were actually live or not. So I called my local PD. They're sending out the bomb squad. They're gonna x-ray these things. It's gonna be kind of interesting. Stay tuned. Well, that was interesting to say the least. So they weren't actually howitzer rounds like believe they were. Apparently, they were 7-inch naval rounds. No clue. Um, so my local PD ended up calling the local bomb squad. They ended up x-raying it multiple times, multiple different angles. They sent it off to the feds. The feds actually got a hold of the local, they drove about an hour and a half, Army EOD, basically a military version of a bomb squad. Um, they came out, they looked at it around. They're the ones that ended up determining it was the naval round and not howitzer round. And then, sadly, they took them. Multiple reasons. So, one, they took it because it's their property. You know what? Good on them for keeping track of their stuff and recovering those. Secondly, ultimately, they could not determine 100% if they were safe for me to have or not. And good on them for making sure that I stay safe, my neighborhood stays safe, and now the feds actually have a little bit of work to do because the person that I got those from actually said that there was 4 of them. I have 2 of them, or I had 2 of them. The other 2, she said that her brother took, and he most likely has them inside his house. So they need to track him down and get those taken care of as well. So they were here most of the day. And so I live a few miles away from the local Air National Guard base. And they actually went down there to dispose of them. So I'd say about 30 minutes an hour after they left here, I heard the boom. No joke, I heard the boom. Um, so these were high explosive rounds. These rounds were given to me by a person that had them sitting in a open area next to their barn that she claimed that she actually hit them several times with her lawnmower. And we're not talking like a small lawnmower. This lady had like 20 acres, so like a tractor style lawnmower. She had hit these things several times. Yeah. Wow. Then I loaded them into my truck, drove them to my house, and left them outside in my driveway. And that's when I was thinking overnight. I was like, you know what? This might be a little bit questionable before I start doing any work on it, because I wanted to restore them and have them as a nice little, not necessarily a museum piece, but like a little showpiece, something to brag about a little bit, or just show off. Not really brag because I didn't do anything with them, but besides restoring them. So before I started working on them, I wanted definitive proof that they were safe. And come to find out, they weren't safe. So if you start having that gut feeling, listen to your gut, because that could have ended very badly. for myself, my house, my animals, my homestead, my neighbors. I think they told me like those had a 600-meter blast range. Yeah. So maybe I shouldn't just pick up military rounds off the ground without really knowing more about them. And in hindsight, I probably should have just, you know what, called the PD out to that location and had them check them there instead of transporting them. Because when I transported them, something bad could happen while transporting them. So yeah, y'all be safe out there, okay?